was there, man.
I was there.
And I was there.
I was there, man.
But baby, I was there, man.
I was there, sirens and all.
There you go, sir.
Welcome.
Hey, welcome, folks.
Hey.
Where are you sitting, brother? Where are you sitting right now? Look at that.
I'm
beautiful
on my balcony in Vancouver right now. So
nice.
Behind me is that's west, so that's actually a place called Point Grey, and then it borders on UBC and then the ocean.
Then you're out to the ocean, then the west.
Well, then it's Vancouver Island, and then beyond that, Japan. Yep.
Wicked. Well, I'm here in downtown Toronto in my bunker.
Yeah.
We call the jungle room. My version of the jungle room. And we're happy to be with you, man. We thought we'd do a little State of the Union. We called this one.
Yeah.
We wanted to do a bit of a recap, man. We're 3 weeks away, man. I just looked at the calendar. 3 weeks to the day from our 1 year anniversary, sir. We launched 6 episodes, August the 1st.
Very good. Very good. Yay for us. Yay us. Yay me.
So we made it. We almost made it a year anyway. We're just shy of it, man. So that's one thing we wanted to talk about today. Just kind of say where we are and how we've done and where the journey has taken us. And then to focus on our next kind of career arc, or the arc for the series or the show, man. All of it. We think we want to take I Was There, Man, and do like a bit of an arc, right? And
the stratosphere. We're taking it to #1 with a bullet.
There you go, man. All right, let's get this up on the stage. So I
read them out because I don't want to do this like an old man. So read them out for me.
Yeah, I crunched some numbers. I'm assuming on your phone that's tiny.
Yeah.
So these are my numbers, folks, and I got to move into the screen just to see it myself. So your top section there that you're looking at is the I Was There Man channels alone. So we're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
I'm gonna zoom in. I'll do a little bit of quick math. So these are my driving glasses. So I'm gonna look like a grandpa down the friggin' road here.
There you go, brother. So our I Was There Man Instagram account, as of last night, has 133,000 views. That is by far our biggest success. And seems to be where we're having the biggest impact, man. We've only got 324 followers, so the audience is still kind of growing. But a lot of that is shorts, right? You and I were really pumping out. Our first 8 months of the show, we concentrated on the 3-minute storytelling shorts with the vision.
So that's about a total across all those for I Was There, Man. It's about a total. Yeah, what'd you put? I got there 330,000.
So then, our next line down, I Was There Man alone on YouTube has pulled just shy of 100,000 views. That's shorts and long form.
Yeah.
And I Was There Man on TikTok, our smallest impact, but 31,000 views and 50 followers. So, and on Facebook, just to include this, and this is a bit of a gray area because we don't have a I Was There Man channel or its own page. But we do have a Facebook group, which you can join. And that Facebook group currently has 177 members. And with all the reels that I've posted up from my Facebook account or from the I Was There Man group account, linking the group has come to another 72,000. So nice. I Was There Man on the 4 platforms comes in at 335,000 views, man.
Nice. Not $7 will get you a beer.
There you go, brother.
Nice.
This next section down here is me. So I've had a bit of a social impact. I don't want to call myself an influencer by any stretch of the imagination.
You know what? Let's cut to the chase. The social impact. You're not an influencer. You're not social impact.
I've had an impact.
You had impact.
Filming, busking, and live streaming, and filming shoplifters on my personal account, the Internet Elvis account, and this made-up character that was like an alternate version of me, an alter ego that I could have online. So I've reposted our Instagram and all of our I Was There Man content.
Yeah.
And those numbers have had an impact as well because I've got a lot more followers across those social medias than I Was There Man accounts do. So on the I Was There Man posts on my Internet Elvis account on Instagram or Pixelfuck if you're following, 105,000. We got another 75 on my YouTube channels. And on my TikTok, another 17 for a total of just shy of 200,000, 198. Drum roll, grand total of the impact we've had on my end in 3 weeks shy of a year. 533,632 views, brother. 500,000 views.
I mean, it's cool. It seems like it's, 500,000 people have seen us. It's hard to kind of wrap your head around, because that's like,
It's crazy. That's bigger the population than most cities.
yeah. Yeah. It's craziness. It's cool.
Yeah.
So I
dude.
wonder, so like, I guess one of the things, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. So let's talk about, do you want to launch? What was the order? Do you want to talk about next steps and what we're thinking about?
Well, even just to wrap up about the impact, we got to thank the audience, man, for being there for us, man, for sure. Thanks for all the love, the support. Thanks for all the thanks, the comments, the subscriptions, the follows on all those platforms, guys. Every little bit of that actually helps us, man. It feeds the algorithm, right? So when we're pumping out those, even the promos, we put out a 3-minute short. Our biggest successes so far, Dave, and for the audience, just so you all know, the biggest chunk of those numbers that you've seen was us putting out those 3-minute shorts and creating promos for them. Yeah. We'd put out 4 promos a week, whether it was you and I on camera in a location or putting up like a cool graphic and pumping something cool music through. Those were catching like 1,000 views each. And it's due to that we're where we are, man. And so we got to tell people, please, every time, click like, subscribe, follow, whatever you can do, leave a comment. It feeds the machine, and it takes us to the next level, man. So that's what I wanted to reinforce.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, we had a lot of fun doing those shorts, and I think we're on to something that, the tough one with the shorts is, and we knew it at the outset, it was going to be tough to monetize it, right? And yes. So it's been a labor of love. We've done all this for basically $5.
We've done it. It's sweat equity, man. Totally. We've done this for the love of it, brother. Right?
Yeah. So, but that's why we're shifting gears, is because, we've talked about a little bit in the past, but we're going to do the Toronto music scene across 2 different. We're going to have 2 different intersections. One is the timeline, so the different eras, and another is the geography. And so, and we've talked about everything from people that have only ever played the Toronto scene, that have had an influence in the Toronto scene, to bands like Rush that started in Toronto, Southern Ontario, and just took off from there and became one of the biggest bands in the world.
Playing Thornley High School in the 1970s, yeah. There
you go. But obviously our focus, the people we're going to be able to chat with, well, I don't know, maybe we could get, after speaking with Lou Pamonte, maybe we could get Alex Lifeson on the show. You never know. It's worth a question.
We've been really lucky. I just want to comment about that. We've been really lucky, especially lately. Having Gordy Johnson, Big Sugar, on as a guest, opened a door. Derek Downham, then to Gordy, opened doors for us. Derek opened doors that gave us other guests. Gordy has opened doors and gave us confidence to go, you know what? Maybe we're not George. We're not George Stroumboulopoulos. We're not the best.
Nobody is. Nobody is George.
We're not the best rock and roll interviewers in the planet. But guess what? We've learned a couple things over the years. We've seen these people. We can relate, I'd like to think.
Neither one of us had the title of the King of Queen Street, but George did. I always kind of preferred that. I preferred that moniker to Canada's boyfriend, because I kind of, I was too jealous of him being Canada's boyfriend.
I think Trudeau when I hear that. And I'm like, ugh.
No. Then let's take it back for George. Yeah.
The King of Queen Street, dude.
The King of Queen Street.
So just if people don't know, the reason we talk about George every week, his name comes up on the show. Dave and I met in radio school in the early 1990s at Humber Radio, and one of our classmates and friends, and the guy that we collaborated with on group projects when we had to pick 3 people to go do work on something. It was me, Dave, and George, man. One of us made it.
And 2 of us are successful. Much love, George. Much love.
Much love, brother. We're so happy, man. I got to follow that guy's career my entire life, man. And it pushed me, man. I got to be honest. As much as you've pushed me, Dave, my entire life, we've been good friends for 30 effing years, man. Over 30 years. You've pushed me. George's success is something has pushed me over these years, man, to realize that it can be done. Anyone can do it. You just need to do it. Because I know how he made it.
You have to share with me. I have no clue. I joke about it. It's like I quit radio because I got disillusioned by working at the stations I was working at, but simultaneously I got the bug to want to work in music and record music, and so I I quit radio and went into the recording studio biz, and it was a good. So what I tell people about George is, my sense is that, and I could be way off base, but that he had a vision, whether it was internally, never shared with anybody, it doesn't matter. And I know he's flat out said it's a lot of luck. Yeah, right. Luck is the culmination of hard work and a goal.
You gotta luck happen.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll have to cut this into a short. Shout out to George.
Damn right. We're sending this out to our buddy.
One last thing about George. So I was at a nightclub, I believe it was called The World in Mississauga, back in like 93, 92, probably 92.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was massive. It was a massive warehouse space converted to a nightclub. And I ran into him. He happened to be there. I went there and this song came on and I freaked out. I loved it. And it was heavy and it was dark and it was aggressive. All the music, all the qualities I like in music. And I leaned over to George because George was singing along. I'm like, what is this? And he said, it's White Zombie, Thundercliff 65. I'm like, holy shit. So there you go. George turned me on to White Zombie.
There you go, man.
To this day, I listen to it at the gym.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Shout out to George, brother. Yeah, we're cutting this out and sending it to you, brother.
Yeah. So segue into...
Yeah. So, speaking of George...
Go for it.
We want to lean into the Toronto music scene for our next... We think we're transitioning the show. So, let me wrap up one little bow on what we just talked about. I still think we need to see some animated versions of our 3-minute shorts.
Once we make some money, then we'll do that. And that's why we're doing, here's the segue, Toronto music scene. We talked a little bit about it. That's how we digressed to speaking about Strombo. And it's a fascinating thing because Toronto always had a really healthy music scene. I was always envious because I grew up in Edmonton. I was always envious of even though Edmonton had a good scene, but Toronto scene was just, bigger city, bigger scene. Yeah. And,
fifth largest in North America.
Yeah, and broken a lot of people. So we've spoken to a few people already. We're starting to tie the threads together behind the scenes. So the idea is that we'll keep doing these live interviews, and then we'll produce something that will be some sort of multi-part audio podcast. It's going to have some sort of visual element to it. We got to be careful not to get demonetized, and something that is. And you've told me that as you've been playing, that lots of people come up to you and thanked you for the work that you're doing, that we're doing, that we're bringing the Toronto scene to the fore and bringing it to the people.
I had a former guest, John Daly, came by this week, man, and said, we're doing the right thing, man, keeping these memories alive. It's an important thing. And he's going to be coming back. So one thing I'd like to mention, one of our goals, so what we're thinking about is launching, we're going after some funding, people. We got to try to get paid to do this, right? And one of the things we can go after is the Toronto Arts Council, who gives grants from $3,000 to $15,000 to work on podcasts and productions and movies and documentaries and such. One of the things we're thinking about is to do, and is what we're working on right now, is a 6-episode arc about the Toronto music scene, the history of the Toronto music scene, and how some of these grassroots club players and club acts burst through and crack through that thing. Each generation of them had success stories, and we'd like to focus on some of that.
So Paul Simon says every generation throws a hero up the pop charts.
Right? So Toronto's had a long time history, right? The Yonge Street scene here in Toronto has been happening since the 50s. R&B acts, successful country acts, successful R&B acts, successful rock and roll acts, all had a place to come north of the border, man, if they chose to go, you know what? We want to expand our audience to another country and another city. And because we were this large metropolitan thing in the grand scheme of North America, some of them really hit well when they got here. So we want to document, we're thinking, the Yonge Street scene, which would have been focused on the 50s and 60s. We'd like to focus on the Yorkville scene here in Toronto, which was a neighborhood known for its hippie movement, folk movement, kind of the grassroots thing, kind of mid-60s into the early mid-70s.
Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, Leonard Cohen,
Kathy
and your good friend
Young.
Kathy Young.
The great Kathy Young has graced us with her presence. I haven't seen you in ages. Well,
I haven't seen myself in ages.
How you doing, love?
I'm all right. Are we on air?
Hey, we are. We're live on TikTok. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Love you.
Hey,
Love you.
let me say hi.
Here
Hey,
you go.
I love this guy. This guy is the real deal.
Thank you very
And
much,
if you
Kathy.
ever think differently, just look me up and
I
I'll
love
fill
it.
you in.
Love it, Kathy.
I'm blushing. So
you
that, if you don't know, and you don't probably know, so go look her up. The great Kathy Young. Toronto ingenue, fixture of the Yorkville scene here in Toronto. Won the Juno for Best New Female Vocalist in 1974. And was nominated again the next year for Best Female Vocalist, losing to the one and only Canada Songbird, Anne Murray. So she's literally a fixture of that Yorkville scene, man. She's
Toronto music royalty, and you know her, and she, and we don't want to give it all away, but she apparently somehow knows Lou Piemonte, with whom we spoke a couple weeks ago. And the other thing too is that's interesting. So we've got the eras, we've got the eras, the geography, and as you mentioned, it's incorporating. There's two things. It's kind of talking about some of the big artists that went. So you can't do a Toronto music scene without talking about Drake ultimately, or Rush or Triumph. But there's also Lee's Palace or Sneaky D's, right? So Sneaky D's was just in the news heavy in Toronto, and we're going to reach out to whomever the manager is. We don't even know the name of the person that's been there the longest, but the idea is we want to bring to the viewers and listeners of I Was There, Man, who's gone through Sneaky D's? What are some of the stories? Who are some of the acts, right?
Dave, I'd be willing to bet there are literally dozens, if not hundreds, of bartenders that have come and gone out of that joint over the last 40 years, man.
We want to speak with the guy that's older than us.
Amazing stories.
That's got the missing teeth from cracking bottles open, and
Damn right.
we want to speak to that guy that's been there since the longest anyway. And so we're going to reach out to them. Yeah.
This is why I played that clip, man. We have connections. We had Lou Piemonte come on the show a couple weeks ago. If you haven't seen the interview, go back and check it out. The amazing studio musician, producer, arranger, extraordinaire, musician extraordinaire. I didn't even know there was a connection till I saw Kathy this week.
Right. And that's the threat of Toronto, because as much as it's a big city, it's a small community.
I
right?
name
Musicians.
dropped Lou. I said, hey, man, have you been watching the show? We had Lou. Do you know Lou? She said, yes, I know Lou. We played together back in the 70s.
So let's leave it at that, and we'll have it if there's any more that she's going to share with us. And then people like Jeff Healy, right? I mean, Jeff was, so, we've got some connections to Jeff. And so
I worked with Jeff directly. Lou, Derek Downham, who's been a guest on the show. Another thread running through all this shit, right?
Yeah, and then you get to the whole 90s music scene, and there was all kinds of stuff going on, because that was our era down there in Queen and Young.
And to wrap it all up in a bow, Kathy on her Instagram or Facebook posted a picture of her at the Junos when Drake was receiving his last batch of Junos a couple years ago, leaning in and giving him a big kiss backstage. So the alumni...
That's definitely a story arc. Yeah.
Got to hang with the new kids on the block, if you will.
So that's what we're doing. So let's try next week. Why don't we do this? We'll make a short promo so you can chop it up and send it off directly.
Okay, do it, brother.
So Sneaky D's, we want to talk to you. Are you the manager? Are you someone who's been there the longest at Sneaky D's? We're going to chop this up in short. Yeah, bartenders, barbacks, managers, bookers, whatever.
Sound guys.
Yeah, we want to talk to you. So we're going to send this out because we want you to be a guest on I Was There, Man, so you can help us connect the dots for the Toronto music scene through the ages.
That's it, brother. We need you. Sneakies, reach out to us, man. The city saved you. Now you can help give back to the city, man. I'll guilt you into it. I'm guilting them into it.
Nah, it's a good show. We'll have some fun. Yeah.
I think we will, brother.
Okay. All right, cool.
Do you have anything else, man, you wanted to throw in here, Dave, man? We gave a State of the Union. We threw some numbers around.
I don't. I think it's good. I think we're doing, we're having a lot of fun with it. That's for sure. And those are some big numbers. It's an interesting internet phenomenon. They're big numbers, but you gotta keep your foot on the gas. But the big numbers, what they're going to do is they're going to help us, because it's more than just Toronto Arts Council. There's lots of other opportunities to tell these Canadian,
Absolutely.
Ontario, Toronto stories, right? And
Absolutely.
and
the one angle I think we want to play on is when the local kid does good, right? And there's been a shitload of them that have come out of this city and this scene. So,
there's the one angle we didn't touch on that we're going to bring in as well is where we met, the broadcast angle. And so we know there's another guy we could send this out to him, Joey Vendetta. We want to talk to you because we know from back in our radio days in the 90s, you were hugely influential in the music scene in Toronto. And we want to pick your brain.
I'm born and raised, man. I grew up on that voice. Are you kidding me, man? I'm 54. Yeah. I heard that for the majority of my life.
There you go. So, that's another. We'll chop that one up too, right? Through the magic of AM radio, we'll chop it up.
Brother. Thank you,
That's
folks.
That's it for me. All right. Ciao.
Please share, subscribe. Thank you for being there, folks. Thanks for all the support.
Thank you so much.
We're still working on this live stream thing, but I think we're getting better at it. That's for damn sure. Flying in videos and clips and all kinds of stuff.
And dropping names. We're dropping names, too. That's the most important thing.
All right, folks. We'll see you. We'll see you soon, folks. Thanks for being there. Appreciate you.
I was there, man. I'm Dave.
I was there, man.